and welcome to Late Night Conversations with Faith and Anna, formerly known as the Motivation Nation podcast. I'm your host, Faith. Here with me is my co-host.
Okay.
Oh gosh, babe. We need to retake
You
that.
should just keep going. We can edit it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just keep going.
Hello, and welcome to Late Night Conversations with Faith and Anna, formerly known as the Motivation Nation podcast. I'm your host, Faith. Here with me today is my co-host, Anna. Anna, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Anna. I'm 20 years old. I'm a Mary Kay consultant. Fun fact about me, I've had several people when they met me thought I was mute until they got to know me, and then I do not shut up. So, fun fact about myself.
Yep, she's very loud and obnoxious.
Hey!
Love you.
Love you too.
We've been best friends since middle school. We were both homeschooled. We did co-op functions together and classes. We did several plays together and helped direct plays. So we're both history geeks. We both love Hamilton, musicals, and anything basically in theater. All right, so today's episode is just going to be basically a Q&A of all the questions that I got off of my IG from... I know, I'm just letting it buffer out until I think of something good.
Oh my gosh.
Here's some of the questions that I got asked. All right, number one, actually, you should probably ask me the questions, so this
Okay.
isn't awkward.
Number one, how do you keep motivated?
All right, so we had a lot of questions regarding motivation and workouts, etc., etc. So I'll just basically say motivation is fake. So I named my podcast Motivation Nation before, and you guys are probably like, wow, motivation is fake. What the heck? That's because motivation is not real. You have to have diplomacy. Yes, diplomacy. That's what you need in life, kids. Diplomacy. Go to college. Don't miss school. No, what you need in life is discipline. If you do not have discipline in life, keep out of the freezer.
You can literally hear everything.
You can hear everything. Like, you're gonna have to go lock yourself in a closet.
Well, you made him pout now.
I know, he does that all the time. It's really hard to resist. Okay. Anyway.
You made him pout.
He's fine. I like you. Alright, anyway. So discipline is the thing that's going to keep you showing up day after day when it's hard or it's a late night or you don't feel like doing it or you're just like, not today, I have more important things. That's what keeps you showing up every day. And so whether it's working out or doing your homework or whatever it is, you have to keep discipline and you have to... Wow, words are hard. You have to stay disciplined and you have to stay disciplined to... Gosh, I can't do this. You have to stay disciplined to get to your goals. That's the only way you're going to do it. I'm doing birth control.
We're live right now.
I know. Okay.
Oh, it's paused. Now it's paused.
Anyway, so discipline is the key to anything in life. If you have any goals or dreams, you have to be disciplined to do the hard things even when you don't feel like it. All right, on to our next question.
How do you balance school, work, fitness, and home life?
All right, to be completely honest, I don't. So if you have balance of things right, but you know what you have to do. Like, you know that you have a final that's due at midnight and it has to be done. You know that your house has to be cleaned up because you have friends coming over. You already know all the things that you need to do. It's just implementing them. You need to have the discipline to say, okay, I know that I have to get up and I have to go do my crap. Because if I don't do my crap, I'm going to have bad consequences. Everything in life has consequences, whether they're good or whether they're bad. Everything has a consequence. So that's what I would say as far as balancing. You already know what you have to do. You just have to go out and actually do this stuff.
Next question. Do you work out every single day?
Heck no. I do not work out every day. I usually work out like 5 to 6 days a week. Honestly depends on like what program I'm doing or how I'm feeling sometimes. Because sometimes when you lift and stuff, like, you have to do breaks. Like, Anna is doing a 21-day program, and like some days you're super sore, right?
Yes, leg day is killer and makes me really sore. Yeah.
So some days you have to do like something like some stretching or some yoga and like take a break from like the hardcore lifting and cardio and running and stuff. Sometimes your body does just need a rest, and sometimes mentally you need a rest too. You want to screw the person? Okay, next question.
What motivates you to continue to do better each day?
Okay, so honestly, I know that I have big goals and big dreams, and I know that sitting on the couch and watching Parks and Rec and Brooklyn Nine-Nine and The Office and all those fun shows aren't going to get me to where I want to be. I have big goals. I want to be like a millionaire, and I want to own my own business, and I want to do all these things, but I know that sitting on my butt on the couch, watching TV, eating crap food is not going to get me where I want to be. And in order to be the person that I want to be, I have to push myself every day. I have to push my limits, because if I don't push my limits, no one else is going to be there to push me. Like, I might have a great best friend who might tell me, hey, you probably should go do this, or you probably shouldn't go be doing that. But she's not going to be there to make me actually get up and go do the things. No one else in your life can push you or make you do things. You have to be that person. You have to be your best friend. You have to go say, okay, you know what? I need to go do something else with my life, because what I'm doing right now is not productive, and I need to go and do something that my future self is going to thank me for, because it's all about building your future, and you have to think long term. You cannot think, oh, well, in the next week, next month, next year. You need to think long term, like in 10, 15, 20 years, where am I going to be, and am I going to be happy where I am? So.
All right, the next question we got from someone is, I'm Christian. My best friend is completely irreligious. What would you do?
Okay. So personally, I'm Christian too, and I would not be best friends with someone who's not Christian. And I know that seems really, really harsh and mean, and of course we still want to evangelize, and we want to share the gospel and God's love and stuff with other people, because our goal as Christians is to not just live and love like Jesus, but it's to show people the love so that they see Jesus and they turn to him. So I personally would not be best friends with them, just because the Bible has so many warnings against who you hang out with and having best friends who run towards bad things, and they will drag you with you. It's just like the thing, like legal-wise, if you're around someone who is doing drugs or getting drunk or gets in a car accident, you might be there. You might have not participated in any of the activities going on, but it doesn't matter, because if you're still there around people that are doing illegal things, you are still going to get in trouble too. So the Bible has so many warnings against that. So personally, I would still have them as my friend, because I still want to show them that love of Christ, but I am not going to be like their best friend, because I need Christian people in my life that are going to help me, pull me closer to Jesus, and not pull me away. What about you, Anna?
I agree. I just would stay friends with her. Don't, leave her, obviously, and just show her the love of Christ, and that's really what you can do.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you can do. All right, next question.
How to achieve goals.
Okay, so I have a process that I do, and it's every single day I do this thing. So I have a notebook that I write in every single day, and I write at the top the date, and then I write my goal for today, or what I'm doing today. And it's like one sentence. That's it. Like, I don't mean like I need to do the dishes, clean my room, blah, blah, blah. No, none of that. It's what is one thing I'm going to do today that's helping me go to my goal, reach my goal for the next year, the next 5 years, the next 20 years. So I write down that one thing that I'm doing today. Then after that, I write down what my goal is by the end of the week. By the end of the week, I need to get this thing done. Okay. And then I write down the end of the month goal. What do I need to get done by the end of this month? A bigger goal. And then I write down my goal for the end of the year. Where do I want to be by the end of 2020? Who do I want to be as a person? What goals do I have? Like, what job am I working? How much money do I have in the bank? And I have certain goals like that, like by my birthday of next year, I want this much money in the bank. And that's how I go. And then every day, you go back to your list and you say, okay, did I accomplish the one thing that was my goal today? And if I do, I check it off. And if I don't, I exit out. And then this way, I can go back through every single day and I can be like, look, here's where I failed. Here's where I messed up. I need to do better than this today. So then I go through, and then at the end of the week, go back through your folder. Did you accomplish the goal that you wanted to set at the end of the week? Okay, you didn't? Why? Why did you not do that? Did you not, were you sitting down and watching too much TV? Were you spending too much time on your phone on social media? Like, what were you doing that didn't allow you to reach that goal? And then just fix it next week. And if you did hit it, great, go and celebrate. Though, one thing that I find that we don't do enough is when you reach a goal, you need to freaking celebrate, because you're going to set up those happy hormones on your brain are going to go, woohoo, great job, we're happy. And that'll make you hit that happy high. And then every time you hit a goal, you're going to be like, whoa, I crushed it again. All right, let's go and do another one. And it's going to keep you going over and over. You're going to build yourself into a better and better person. So that's what I do for goal setting personally. And I've been doing it for a little over a week. And let me tell you, it's freaking amazing. Like, I use it every day, and it works amazing. So, do you have anything to add, Anna?
I would just say you find what is your main goal, your end goal, and you just work back from that. So everything you're doing, just ask yourself, is this getting me to my goal? Is this getting me closer to my end goal?
Yeah, I think that's great. Yeah. Having a big goal and then dividing it by little chunks by like months and weeks and days will also help you do it, because sometimes we look at a big goal and we're like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to achieve that. Like, we want to lose 50 pounds, or we want to read 10 books, or, you know, we want to get to a certain level in our job, and we just like, oh my gosh, like, that's so much. But if we just literally, that's what I do in my folder. I divide it by day, week, end of the month, and then the year as a total. All right, and next question.
How do we come back after a struggle or failure?
Okay. Well, first thing is I don't believe anything is a failure. Fail means first attempt in learning, and you can always learn. And what was the saying that you said before about failing, Anna? What was it? Something about failing and it's only failing.
It's only failing if you don't get back up. You're only failing if you stop trying.
Yep,
that's the only way that you fail.
Yeah, and it's so true. Like, if you keep going and you learn from your mistakes, that is what's going to grow you as a person, because no one on earth can become a great human without screwing up 500 times before they get it right that last time when they feel like giving up. So that's really important. And when you struggle, you need to be freaking proud of yourself that you made it through. Like, again, I feel like we do not talk about, when we talk about struggle, we're like, oh yeah, just push through it, and then there's always light at the tunnel, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's great when you're at the end of the tunnel, but when you're like down in the dirt and there's crap happening in your life, you're just like, I can't do this. You need that strong grounding, and for me, that strong grounding is like Jesus, my relationships, working out to get my frustrations out, and 100% you need to be grounded so your struggles have purpose. As Christians, we have purpose. When you have a struggle, you can use it for God's glory. So your story is so important, and your struggles are so important. And it's really important that you learn to craft your story. So everyone has a testimony, whether it's you did drugs and it's just really extreme, or you know what, you just went to church every week with your parents, and you know, it's just really simple. It's just about telling your story, because God has put everyone on the planet for a reason. Everyone has a purpose to fulfill. I have a purpose to fulfill that Anna can't do. Anna has a purpose to fulfill that I cannot do. And God has specifically made each and every one of us for a purpose. You just have to find out what your purpose is and just use your struggles for God's glory. And that's what I would say about that. Do you have anything to add?
No. What's one thing that motivates you in the morning?
Oh gosh, more motivations. Again, you guys, I do not feel motivated every morning to get up.
It's discipline.
It's discipline. Like, it's knowing, okay, if I don't go and work out, I'm just going to slip, and then I'm going to make another excuse. Because, as my wonderful husband says, if you can justify it once, you can justify it 1,000 times. So if you say this time, oh, I don't feel like it, guess what? Next time, you will come up with the same exact excuse again, and you'll do it over and over and over. So you just have to have the discipline to say, nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to get my butt up and just go and do it. And sometimes, honestly, that's just what I have to do. So,
okay. Share your thoughts on marrying young.
Okay. So, I actually just did a speech about this for my speech class for summer classes. And I actually did a little bit of research on it. It was actually kind of interesting. I was reading this study. I don't remember who is by, but the lady said that the average age for getting married was, I believe it was 28 for men and 27 for women, and the number was actually on the rise. So by the time most people are getting married, about a third of their life is already over. And she was sharing that her and her husband got married younger. And some of the great things about getting married young is that you get to grow together. Like, you get to get your own house together. You get to build your own home together. You can decide together how you want to decorate. It's not like, oh, I've been living this way for 5-10 years and this is how I've always done it, and the other person's the same way, and you have that conflict. You get to grow together. Like, you get to maybe you buy your first car together. You get to experience that together. So that's one of the benefits, I think, of getting married young. Also, another thing, and this is like super teenager, but the Bible literally talks about, if you are sexually tempted, get a wife. It literally says in the Bible, if you are sexually tempted, go get married, because that is just opening a door for Satan to get in and be like, I'm going to tempt you with this. Like, God literally says, God created marriage so that we could have a friend, but also to help us keep each other strong and accountable so that we do not give foothold for Satan to get in the door of our lives and just weasel his way in, because he will always find a way, and he does. He knows you better than you know you, and he knows what tempts you. So I would say that's also another benefit of getting young. And the other thing is, you are way more conscious about the money you spend, and you can save so much money together when you're young if you both work and just really watch your money. You can really save up, and you guys can save your money together to buy those big purchases together, instead of like, oh, well, I have my money and you have yours, and that's how it's been. It's just, we make our money together, and again, it's just more of that growing and doing life together. When you do it at a young age, it's just so much easier to grow together and be in harmony than it is when you're older and you already have like this mindset of, this is how I've always done things, this is how I always want to do things, and not changing. You know, you get kind of stubborn when you get older. So, yeah.
What do you go to school for, and why did you choose it?
I'm currently going to school for dance education, and it's basically just 2 years of fun for me. I get to learn dancing, and I get to take dance classes every single semester, and it's basically just for me. I started my own dance studio when I was 17, and I've just been thinking about expanding it, and I just want to be equipped enough to do that. Not that I'm not equipped, because God always equips the people that he calls to do his work, but it's just nice to have that additional information and education on how to run a business and just different things of dance that I can take into account and use in my studio. So that's what I'm going to school for and why I'm doing it.